The reason I love talking about this stuff is because there's something that I know about you. And it's that you are more powerful than you believe yourself to be. You are. You are more powerful than you believe yourself to be. You just forgot. Or you're not stepping into your power in the way that you could. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of ways to step into your power. So why do we talk about impact? Why does it matter? Well, there's two reasons. One, humans have this very deep desire to make life matter. Don't we want to feel like there's some significance to this whole thing? Don't you want to feel like it matters? Humans have a deep core desire to feel like there is purpose. In fact, people who struggle with self-doubt and apathy and hopelessness and even existential crisis, it's because they so often do not feel meaning or purpose in their life. So that's number one. Number two, when you harness your powerful impact, that's when you get the life you want. That's when you get the relationships, the marriage, the connections to your kids. That's when you become a great leader who gets unprecedented outcomes and inspires teams and motivates people. That's when you get great energy and vitality. And that's when you can strip away the stress and the struggle that so many people feel like they're stuck in. That's how you get the life you want. But here's the thing. Life is a mirror, and it doesn't just give you what you want, it gives you who you are. And so we need to learn how to take ownership of who we are. Now, I think about impact in a couple of ways. We first have to understand what contributes to our impact. Well, first, there's the internal terrain, everything on the inside. And then there's the external terrain. So internally, what might be there? Well, it's everything that is mind, spirit, and heart. It's thoughts, it's feelings, it's perspectives. It's the stories that we tell ourselves about life. It's the saboteurs and the limiting beliefs. It's everything that contributes to identity, the internal terrain, and then also the external. That's how it shows up in the outside world. Communication, the energy we bring to a room, our habits, our systems that we create for ourselves, the behavior and action that we have. All of these things contribute to the total of our impact. The problem is, impact happens all the time without us even being aware of it, whether we want it to or not. It's kind of like breathing. The oxygen we breathe, we lose our awareness of it, don't we? Because it just happens automatically. It's happening in the background. Similar to impact. It's always happening in the background, so we don't really pay attention. But if we don't pay attention, we risk getting stuck in that struggle, in that conflict. We risk being that person at the end of life who's laying in bed, mourning what could have been. Impact is more than just what we do. It's also what we feel. People can feel you because you are always broadcasting a frequency out into the world by way of your energy. And if you're always broadcasting a frequency, we have to ask the question, what's the message you're sending? In order to be powerful in life and business and relationships, you have to be impact ready. If you want dream outcomes, if you want to get to your next level, you have to be ready to impact. And that means that you take responsibility for all those things that contribute to your impact, the internal, the external, all of it. And there's a process to this. First, you have to look at who you are and you have to own it. You guys with me? You have to own it. You have to own it. And then you have to upgrade your energy so that you can do this consistently. You can't do it half the week, right? The outcome of that is that your impact is no longer on accident. It's on purpose and it spreads. And you're no longer somebody who's winging it and just going along, getting tossed around in the waves of life. You're somebody who says, I have awesome impact because that's who I am.